urinary or excretory system is another system by which the body rids itself of unwanted toxins or waste. Basically, the urinary system made a purpose to maintain the body's homeostasis. In other words, the main function is to maintain the body's acid-base pH balance. It is important to know that the human organism meant to stay healthy. Its systems such as the urinary, digestive, skin, and other vital organ systems were created for that purpose. They are designed to keep the body healthy and able to stand diseases. The urinary system, however, let's look up the purpose of the urinary system, the structure that make it up, the functions of each, and how they work together to maintain balance in the body. The urinary system, much like to the integumentary system, doesn't have any parts but truly essential to the survival of the human organism. Let's take a look to the basic structure of the urinary system. There are 2 kidneys, 2 ureters, 1 bladder, and 1 urethra, and the urethra meatus. Now, the kidneys are bean-shaped. They're located on each side of the vertebral column, behind the upper part of the abdominal cavity. The kidneys are protected by the ribs and the heavy cushinal fat called the adipose capsule. They are literally suspended in the body, meaning unattached to any other major organ, pretty much to stay up by themselves, and for this reason, kidney punching in boxing is illegal.
Each kidney is divided into 2 main sections, the cortex and the medulla. The cortex is the outer section of the kidney. It contains the majority of nephrons. Nephrons are microscopic filtering units. These filtering units are composed of the following structures: the glomerulus, the Bowman's capsule, the proximal convoluted tubule, the distal convoluted tubule, and the collecting duct. Together, these structures purify the blood by removing excess water, salt, sugar, metabolic products, and other substances the body needs to purge in order to maintain the pH acid-base balance, and thus homeostasis of the body. The medulla is the inner section of the kidney. It contains the most of the collecting tubules, which carry the urine from the nephrons through the kidney to the ureters. Ureters are 2 muscular tubes, approximately 10 to 12 inches long, and extending from the renal pelvis of each kidney to the bladder. The bladder is a hollow sac, much like a stomach, lined by a series of holes called aruga. The purpose of this hole is to allow the bladder to expand as the urine is collected. Typically holds up to 1 cup of urine and sometimes more until the urge to void or urinate.
Urethral tube. Urethral tube carries the urine from the bladder to outside the body. The last pathway is the urethra meatus. Here's the important note about urethra and the sexes. The female urethra is only 1.5 inches long, and it's separate from reproductive system. Female urethra is approximately 8 inches long, and the urine passes through prostate. The urethra in the male is used by 2 body systems, the urinary and the reproductive. Urine and semen will never pass at the same time through the male's urethra. What is urine? Urine is the waste product that the urinary system is responsible from eliminating from the body. It is 95% of water and the 5% made up of urea, uric acid, creatinine, mineral, salts and various pigments, and sugar. In a day's work, the kidney can fill up to 150 quarts of liquid or blood, resulting in about 1.5 to quarts of urine. Last but not the least are the adrenal glands, part of the endocrine system. It is important to drink lots of water for the kidney to continue function properly.
Good morning everyone. We are reporting about the aging changes of urinary system. The aging changes of urinary system compose of the following. First, pelvic floor muscle atrophy. The pelvic muscle atrophy gives the ability to control the release of the urine becomes weak. Secondly is the reduced bladder capacity. The reduced bladder capacity hold less urine and it can no longer hold as much urine as before. Urinary incontinence. The urinary incontinence is an involuntary passing of urine through the urethra caused by weak urethral sphincters and muscle of the pelvic floor. And then the urinary retention. The urinary retention is a condition which are not being able to completely empty our bladder. And there's the nocturnal urine production. The nocturnal urine production is an excessive production of urine during nighttime, and that this is the reason why the aged ones urinate often compared to young ones. And then the last one is the benign hyperplasia. The benign hyperplasia is the enlargement of the male reproductive system or prostate gland. When it enlarges, it puts pressure to the urethra and makes it difficult for the bladder to be full evacuated. Thank you and God bless us all.
How to take care of our urinary system. Reduce caffeine. Too much caffeine can cause dehydration, which increase the risk of kidney stones, bladder infections, and other issues. Use the bathroom often and when needed. Urinate at least once every 3 to 4 hours. Holding urine in your bladder for an extended period of time may weaken your bladder muscles. Enduring urine may cause kidney problem. Drink plenty of water. If you do not drink plenty of water, the pee in your bladder might become concentrated. When you pee concentrated, urine might cause burning and raise your risk bladder infections. Drinking more water dilutes the urine chemicals that cause stones. Drink at least 8 glasses of water every day. Low physical activity. Physical activity helps reduce the symptoms of urinary incontinence and may help prevent UTI when done long term. It also improves bladder health by strengthening your pelvis floor muscles that supports the bladder and the urethra. Go easy on the salt. Too much salt in your diet throw your kidney salts, minerals, water balance out of whack. A high sodium diet has been linked to high blood pressure. Long-term, uncontrolled high blood pressure might harm. It may also lead to kidney stone formation. Healthy diet. Healthy diet aims for a diverse array of fruits and vegetables on your plate. Blueberries, carrots, yellow pepper, asparagus, strawberries, and cauliflower are few examples. Banana, almond, egg, green beans, and whole grain are all good for your bladder. Consider sugar, salt, and calorie level of the food you take.